You're listening to an It Takes Three Network podcast.
Hey guys, Ingrid here. I just wanted to jump in real quick before the episode begins and tell you about a weekend in Tree Hill. This event is taking place in February, and it's taking place at Trick. That's right, the actual Trick warehouse. I know, we're freaking out too. And we're going to be there all weekend. So it's from Thursday all the way to Sunday, February 21st to the 24th. So we hope we can see you there. A couple people you might know might be there. Hillary Burton, Sophia Bush, Brian Greenberg, just to name a few. Lee Norris, Antoine, etc., etc. So if you want to join, definitely check them out. It's fwbcharityevents.com. The best part is all the proceeds go to St. Jude's. And Sunday there's a fashion show, and it goes to the Girl Project, which was a choice by Sophia Bush. It's going to be a good time. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a concert. Someone you might have heard of, Tyler Hilton, will be performing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely check it out. Follow them on social media. Again, it's fwbcharityevents.com, or you can check out the link down below. See you there, and enjoy the show. All aboard!
All aboard!
Hi, guys.
The Love Boat.
What are we calling this episode, Mitch?
Let's go sailing on the Love Boat.
Yes.
OTH ships.
Wow. Bonus episode.
Bonus.
Everything's bonus because now we're done with One Tree Hill. I don't know why I had to sing that, but we're done. That's crazy.
I know.
But now Michelle and I could Google.
You guys are free to do whatever
Today
you want.
I texted them and I was like, I almost still feel illegal kind of looking at things on the internet as far as One Tree Hill, like looking up the relationships. I'm like, but I don't know who's Endgame, but I know who's Endgame.
Yeah.
I had it was weird.
It's weird, right?
Going on the pages today to get,
Now you
some
get to look at
insight.
all the One Tree Hill articles.
But I almost was reading with blinders.
Right?
Me too.
Oh, no, what?
That's how I was. But I'm like, get over yourself. This is so silly. We're just not used to it yet. Give us a
adjustment
few
period.
weeks after we've looked at bonus footage and, stupid trivia.
Yeah.
We'll get used to it. But it's kind of weird. For 2 years, we
It's a
haven't
whole
been
new
able to
world.
Google anything One Tree Hill. So
I
But
would
it's
scold
fun.
them.
It's
I'd be
like it's too freeing. It's like too freeing. I don't know.
It's like we're naked.
It's exactly.
It's
We're
like
naked
you were
in front of
you
an
were in a
audience.
cage, and now you're just set free, and you're
know.
frolicking
Right?
around on the internet with
my
all the One Tree
goodness.
Hill people.
yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about ships and
For those who
all-
don't know what ships are,
Yeah.
because you're old like us, relationships.
So when you ship a character together, now necessarily it's not always the
Romantic.
ones. Well, no, it's not always ones that are actually together
right?
too.
That end up together.
You can pick and choose who you would like to see shipped.
And we'll definitely talk about people's favorite ships that didn't occur or didn't last or weren't endgame. Because, yes, Michelle.
So you guys taught me
Yeah.
what ship meant with this podcast. OTP is one true pair.
Yeah.
Is that endgame?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Sure.
OTP.
OTP is
OTP
Endgame.
ship.
Yeah, sure. I didn't really know what Endgame was until, like, Pretty Little Liars. I feel
Yeah.
like with Pretty Little Liars, all the young kids, they make out these terms.
Whippersnappers.
And I'm like, what the hell's Endgame? And I'm like, oh, they mean, like, they end up together at the end? It's really not...
They said that on the show?
No, I mean,
Little
Like the
Liars?
fans.
the
talking
fans,
about-
like, tweeted and forums, everything was
Yeah.
Endgame, ship, OTP, like, all these terminology, phrases that I didn't know at the time.
Good swig.
But now we know, we
Yeah.
gotta keep ourselves
Yes.
in the social media
game.
game realm.
So we're going to kick it off.
We're gonna kick it off. We have our One Tree Hill wiki page. If
Yep.
you guys want to
Which
read
has
these.
been my guiding light since
for
the
a
beginning.
while, yeah. They
Yeah.
have. I mean, were you reading some of the stuff on there? Oh, you weren't. I was just like, wow, they have specific, like, to the T of things that you would not even think of on there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just the relationships itself, and then there's people that even made pages are in depth with like every little tiny question that you've ever had. Like how many, I can't even think of one, but I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information. I mean, 9 seasons, but like so many pages worth of fan pages and people having the content on there. I'm like, oh my God.
Do they answer Royal? Do
You
they
know
sum
what?
that up?
We should look at that.
We should.
I didn't take a peek, but we should
We
definitely
could
look.
definitely take a peek.
Take a peek.
We can ship him with someone.
Oh.
May?
Well, I mean, that would be nice, but
That would be nice. Too obvious.
Karen,
Karen.
you.
Ew. Yucky.
Gross.
Maybe that's why they were secretly meeting.
Ew.
So she would be with all the Scots?
Right. Okay, guys.
Then she's been with every.
Write the fan fiction.
Ew, or don't. That's kind
Can
of gross.
someone
The
out
erotic
there,
novel?
Wait, can someone out there write a fan fiction of where Royal has been
This whole time.
and what he's been doing? If someone were to send us, it could be short, a short story of Royal and his adventures. That's an episode.
Yeah.
That is quality content. I'm down.
How about that's your homework?
Right?
Submit us a paragraph, whatever you feel.
We'll read our favorites.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
even have to be. It could just be, what do you think he's doing right now?
Yeah.
And why he wasn't on the show after the third episode of the show, or whatever
Right.
it was he was on.
What did you call it? The Adventures of Royal?
The Adventures of
Adventures of
Royal.
Royal.
That's
Oh,
fun.
Royal and his adventures.
Royal, yeah.
Or the Adventures of... Either way,
Adventures
it works.
of Royal. Oh, so good. And we're still waiting for fan
I was
fictions,
just going to
guys.
say,
Yeah.
if you don't have any Royal, just send some fanfic
In
so we
general.
can read
Or
that.
if you found good fan fiction online, we'd love to just read them for an episode, for a bonus episode, because I'm sure they're hilarious and we'll have a good time.
And I also love how we're always obsessed with Royal, but we can give a shit about May.
I know. She's,
Who's May?
Who's May? Who cares about
Get
May?
out of here, May.
Well, May wasn't secretly meeting with Karen.
Right. If
know,
May,
I know.
let's say May came up to like, I don't know, Lucas and said like, what's happening with your mom?
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
Royal didn't say anything and May said something, then we would be harboring
Then
on
we'd
May.
be like, May. May Day, where are you at?
Mayday. Oh, that would have been a good one.
May
Mayday.
Day. Oh, all right.
Oh, too late.
Who wants to start?
Want to start, Liz?
I'm gonna start
Okay.
with Nathan Royal Scott.
Nathan
The past
Royal.
relationships of Nathan, which he's got quite a few.
He's
on
got a
here.
repertoire.
And we don't call they're not necessarily relationships, but people that he's had romantic encounters with. Mm-hmm. So right off the bat, his oldest hookup, even though we didn't see it, was Taylor James,
Yes.
Haley James Scott's
Sister.
sister. And they had a one night stand, and this happened all before
That's how he left
we
his
even
V-card.
met, Nathan. And the details. Nathan met Taylor at a basketball party at his parents' beach house during his freshman year. The two got very drunk and hooked up for one night, and he lost his virginity to her. He never even knew her name at the time. It was quite a shock when he met her again his junior year and turned out to be his new sister-in-law. After that, we have Brooke Davis. They also had a fling before we see them in the pilot episode. But yeah, Michelle, hi.
What would Nate and Taylor's ship name be?
They would be
Nailer.
Nailer,
Nailer.
Nailer.
or
Tathan.
Tathan. I like Nailer better.
Nailer.
I think that's fun.
Nailer.
Brooke Davis and Nate. What would their name
Nook.
be? Nook.
Nook.
Is that like
or
a
Braithen.
Braithen?
Brait.
Brait?
Braithen actually sounds like it could be a
could
name.
be a name.
Almost, right?
They also had a hookup, and they... Why does it say breakup? Oops.
It was just a fling, wasn't
It
it?
was just, a one-night fling.
They had a tape.
And it was during when he was with Peyton.
Yes.
And they did a tape.
Speaking of Peyton Sawyer.
They didn't bring
Yes.
up the tape?
They, you know what is weird? It, like, kind of jumped, and I don't see Brooks...
They had a tape, right?
They
did
did. They
have
made
a
a
tape.
sex
Yeah,
tape.
It was at a party that
Right,
it came
yeah.
out.
It came
Yeah,
out.
I don't. I saw it on the website, but for some reason it's not showing up on my phone. That's weird. But they had a public sex tape
Yep.
that got leaked, and everyone saw.
Pissed.
I think that was season 4 that occurred. Pretty sure. Then we have Peyton Sawyer. They started dating before the pilot and ended up breaking up in Crash Into You, which I looked up was only the 4th episode of the first season.
Yeah.
They were barely together for when we see it. And it says, during their first 2 years of high school, Nathan, the basketball star, entered a romance with the lonely cheerleader, Peyton Sawyer. They had a very argumentative relationship that often had them breaking up and then reuniting with each other several times a week. Nathan showed little interest in Peyton, only liked her for sex. Eventually, Peyton had enough of Nathan and his behavior that ended their relationship.
Remember that?
He was so nasty to her.
He was so mean.
Horrible.
Such a turd.
What?
You okay?
Would they be Nathan?
Yeah. Nathan or Pathan?
Pathan. Pathan.
Haven.
Pate. Yeah, remember how much of a dick he was?
Yeah.
And just so scrawny. And
Yeah,
so angry.
so scrawny and angry all
And
the time.
So angry and such big clothing.
Yes.
The baggiest clothes back then. Oh, man. He was such a douche nozzle.
Douche nozzle.
Yeah.
Love that. Who's
Wow.
next?
So now it's so strange how they're doing the way it looks on my phone. Technically, their paragraph now is for Brooke. And it says, at a party at Nathan's beach house, Peyton and Nathan were involved in yet another argument. Peyton eventually has enough when she sees Nathan flirting with other girls and breaks up with him as Nathan laughs at the situation. Peyton assures him that they'll not get back together. That night, Nathan gets really drunk, and so does Brooke. And Brooke finds out that him and Peyton have broken up, and they decide to go hook up, and they go upstairs and undress. Nathan gets a video camera, and they make a sex tape. Although reluctant at first, Brooke is persuaded by Nathan, who promises no one will ever see it. The following morning, the two decide to keep it a secret, and Peyton and Nathan got back together. Now, this is Haley James Scott is next. They start up in the search for something more, and then they get married in the end of season 1, so episodes 21 and 22. It's The Games That Play Us and The Desperate Kingdom of Love. I'm sorry, no. The last episode of season 1 and then the first episode of season 2 is when you see the wedding. Relationship, it says wife.
Cute.
During their high school years, Nellie were always opposite. Haley enjoyed school and tutoring, where Nathan enjoyed basketball and failed several classes. With the addition of Lucas Scott on the Ravens basketball team, Nathan asks Haley to be his tutor. Originally a tactic to make Lucas want to leave the team, he grew closer to Haley and developed feelings for her over time. They were married in the middle of their junior year of high school and waited to have sex until their wedding night. At graduation, during Haley's valedictorian speech, she went into labor and gave birth to their first child, James Lucas Scott, who was followed years later by daughter Lydia Bob Scott. The couple have faced many struggles. They faced a distant relationship when Haley went off on a music tour, but not long after they got married, which nearly brought their relationship to an end. Similarly, why can't I say that word?
Nailed it.
Their child nanny, Carrie, caused trouble by flirting with Nathan, and also when other women's claimed to be carrying Nathan's child and that he slept with her during a drunken party at night. But in the end, this allegation was proven to be false, and Nathan being kidnapped, causing Haley to have to track him down. The couple have managed to stick together through thick and thin, following their separate dreams successfully, and still prove to be the happy couple that is Nellie. Aww. Endgame. It's funny they didn't put her last, but I guess it's going in, order of when they started. Sort of.
Well,
No,
who else
I guess
would there
not.
be?
Then they have just an attraction to Rachel Katina.
Oh.
But, I mean, that was mostly on Rachel's part, not on his part.
Yeah.
It was
then
not reciprocated.
Also, Nanny Carrie, same, not reciprocated on her part. And that's it for Nate. Peyton was very short for us, but they were supposedly dated 2 years before we see them.
Right.
And then Haley for
Ever.
For 9 years or 10 years, what we see,
Yeah.
Oh, Nelly, OTP.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to do Brooke.
Okay.
So, before the pilot, Again,
Brooke's got a couple. She's got a lot.
Yeah, she's got a nice collection. Again, mentioning Nathan, they had the one night stand while Nathan was in a relationship with Peyton. The pair made a sex tape, which played at a party during their senior year at Tree Hill High. Next up is Lucas. They started up in the episode You Gotta Go There to Come Back. The second time they got together was Like You Like an Arsonist, and then they broke up 2 times in Suddenly Everything Has Changed, and then the second and last time, The Same Deep Water as You. So a little details about Brookus.
Brookus.
This is a very
Yes, it's a very long
touchy.
dark.
Yeah,
Well, and it's
not
a
gonna
And it's very
touchy subject. I'll try to just breeze through. When Lucas became part of the Ravens, he immediately caught Brooke's eye, and she started flirting with him despite Lucas telling her that she didn't have to act that way around him. And however, after Peyton was drugged and Brooke called Lucas for help, remember that? Throwback. The two spent the night caring for her, and Lucas got to know Brooke, seeing a new side of her. They eventually started a relationship after Lucas chose her over Peyton.
Yes.
But they later broke up after Lucas cheated on her with Peyton.
So many Peyton things.
Right? A little, well, Peyton's always been
Peyton's the one.
The comet.
It's you, Peyton.
It's you, Peyton. A little over a year later, they had begun a meaningful relationship. But then they grew apart. Lucas then married Brooke's best friend, Peyton.
Love how they add that.
Right. But yeah, Brookus was a very touchy subject
People
in the
were
One Tree Hill community.
yeah.
I feel like there's people that love Brookus, and then there's people that love Leighton.
Right.
And then there's people that hate the other people that don't like the shit
Right.
that they support.
Right.
You
But,
guys need to relax with the hate.
Right. But, you know, Brookus was fine. Leighton was great. I'm not going to
Exactly.
hate on the Brookus time, because the Brookus, they had their cute moments.
They really did.
And
But they were so young,
right.
you know?
They were
High
like
school.
the high school, and then he kind of realized that Peyton was always the
The
one.
one. She was the one.
Next up for Brooke is Felix Tagaro.
Felix.
Belix.
So they're Belix, right? Or Fook?
Felix. Ooh, no, Felix is better.
Felix.
Fook.
They started up in Don't Take Me for Granted, and they broke up in Something I Can Never Have. They were friends with benefits / boyfriend. Felix Tagaro moved in next door to Brooke during their junior year of high school. After many heated arguments and a lot of flirting, Brooke started a friends with benefits arrangement with Felix, not wanting to have a serious relationship where she could get hurt again, because she was dealing with the whole...
Lucas,
she was
yeah.
fucked up after Lucas.
She really was.
Soon, however, the two started to date and became a real couple. Brooke ended the relationship when she found out that Felix was the one who spray painted Dyke on her best friend Peyton's
oh,
locker.
yeah. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And then,
And then he got
shipped off to boarding school.
Shipped off to boarding school.
Bye, Felix.
Bye, Felix.
Marvin McFadden.
But that's not even anything.
I know. They put it as crush / best friends.
I know, I saw it. Didn't add that.
Yeah. But Mouth developed a crush on Brooke in season 2, even though she thought of him as a brother.
And always did.
Yeah. Their friendship will grow more and more during the various seasons to be considered one another as brother and sister.
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Keller.
Chris Keller.
They had a fling. After being put together for the Fantasy Boy draft, and with Haley begging Brooke, she and Chris went on a date where, after she saw her designs being used, they drunkenly slept together.
Oh, yeah.
Something Brooke has regretted.
So they would be
They
Briss.
Briss or Crook. They could be Crook.
Either way, it works.
Nick Chazet? Is that who this is supposed to be?
Nick Chavez.
Oh, Nick Chavez. Oh my God.
The
I was like,
teacher.
right. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Wait.
Remember the teacher?
Barely.
Wow.
Like, literally
Look.
barely.
Yep.
Remember?
Oh.
Wow. That completely
Yeah.
left my brain.
Yeah, same.
I think I called them Brick.
Brick.
Right.
Yep.
But
wow. Brick is good.
she,
or Nook.
they didn't have a thing, though, right? Didn't she
No,
use...
they were dating.
No, they dated.
boyfriend.
Oh.
Like
But secretly.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Right.
yeah, I
Let me tell you all about it. After
forgot.
Rachel set Brooke up through an online dating site as a 23-year-old. She met Nick, and that night they slept together. She later found out he was her new English teacher, and they began a secret relationship. This is so Pretty Little Liars.
Right.
Until Rachel told on them.
Oh, yeah.
This resulted in Brooke finding out Nick had cheated on her, and she ended the relationship. Yeah. Chase Adams. Chook?
Brace.
Or Chook.
Yeah.
Brooke met Chase while she was a clean teen, and they began dating. Mm-hmm. After Brooke revealed secrets, they continued dating after a rough patch when Brooke promised there would be no more surprises. Later, her sex tape with Nathan was revealed, and they split up. They later reconciled due to their feeling for each other, and Chase lost his virginity to Brooke. After high school, they ended their relationship.
Yeah, which we then find out season 5 or whatever.
Yeah. Next, Nick Lachey. This is who I was thinking. I was like, should this be Nick Lachey? And they wrote Chavez by mistake.
No.
I was so confused.
I didn't add him to my list.
Because it was like a one episode
It was they fling/dated, it says, between season 4 and season 5.
Yeah, whatever.
Nick and Brooke had some sort of fling in the years between season 4 and season 5. He served as her date to Lucas and Peyton's wedding, and she used him to make Julian jealous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Julian jealous.
Owen.
Browen.
Or
I liked Owen
Ook.
for a little bit.
Ook. The two dated starting after, well, they wrote that weird, after Brooke flirted with him at Trick. When she took him to New York, he revealed that he was an addict after helping Rachel when she overdosed. The two ended their relationship when Brooke received temporary custody of Angie because he didn't want
He couldn't handle
the
it.
commitment
He
of a
couldn't
child.
handle it.
Crazy. And Julian Baker.
Last but not least.
Brilliant. Or Juke.
Juke.
I love all the ones that go with
is
Brooke's name.
Just
Relationship husband.
hubby.
Brooke met Julian, and the two became close when he came to Tree Hill in order to produce the movie version of Lucas's book, An Unkindness of Ravens. Julian was the ex-boyfriend of Peyton Sawyer, of course, and at first it appeared that he had come to Tree Hill to win her back. However, he ended up falling for Brooke. The relationship had many bumps in the road, the biggest being Brooke's inability to let her guard down and say, "I love you." Julian went back to New York, causing their relationship to end until Brooke flew to New York to finally tell him she loved him.
Aww.
Julian and Brooke came back to Tree Hill and moved in together. Julian started work on a movie with actress Alex Dupre, who set her sights on stealing Julian away from Brooke. Brooke was also told by doctors she was unable to have children around this time, causing their relationship to falter once again. They quickly got back on track, and Julian proposed to Brooke while on vacation in Utah. Despite Julian's parents having problems with Brooke at first, the two got married. They attempted to adopt a child, but the birth mother changed her mind last minute, leaving the two devastated. The two decide to head back to New York for good, but Brooke finds out that by some miracle, she's pregnant. After all, she gives birth to twin boys. She and Julian named them Davis and Jude. The end for Brooke.
Oh,
Cute.
How you doing, Hales?
Hale's very small. She had Nate, which we know.
Which we run into Nelly already.
Don't even really count this, but the attraction to Chris Keller.
They did kiss.
They did kiss.
kiss.
And, I mean, caused a riff in the marriage.
Season 2, she spent all season 2 with
I
him.
know. So it started season 2, episode 2 with Truth, Better, Truth. And then their last together was season 2, episode 12. Oh, no. That's right. The Leavers Dance, 23rd episode in the season finale.
Yeah.
So, they had, gosh, we just love Chris Keller. Remember we hated him?
Right? Remember that?
Chaley, right?
Chaley. I like that.
That sounds like an actual name. Hace?
I like Chaley's cute.
Okay. So their relationship is considered an attraction.
Yeah.
They, while following her dream of singing, Chris Keller showed up in Haley's life. Also a dedicated musician, Cocky Chris, began flirting with Haley, and they even recorded a duet together, a cover of When the Stars Go Blue.
Oh, yeah.
That's a cover? I always thought that song was for One Tree Hill.
I did too, actually.
I had no idea. Cute.
Although still with Nathan, Haley was asked to leave with Chris to go on tour, and although initially refusing, she went with him as an opening act for the Wreckers. Mm-hmm. While away, Haley was forced into pretending the two were a couple and then removed her wedding ring during her separation from Nathan.
Nate was not happy.
Remember
Everyone
how mad he
was so piss at Haley for this.
Oh, it took me a couple
I
of
know.
months to get over it.
I think
It was so stupid, though.
I remember when this happened, and I was just like, they're so young. I didn't even
They
fault
are
Haley
so
at the
young.
time.
And also, like, yeah, they just got married when they were 17 years old. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, this is so ridiculous to begin with.
Yeah, but once convinced by her friends back in Tree Hill, Haley flew home after being threatened with divorce papers from Nate.
Right,
Yeah. This saw an end of her never existing relationship with Chris, who even helped get their marriage back on track after he realized Haley and Nathan had an unbreakable connection.
OTP.
Since the end of the tour, Haley has less than fond memories of Chris, and even though they did not sleep together, she does not like to mention that part of her life.
No, she doesn't.
But then they
she never
became
brings
friends.
it
But
up.
then they
Yeah.
did become friends.
Very
at the
sweet
end.
in season 9.
She appreciated him. Thank you so much for helping them find Nate. Like,
Yes.
hugged him. He's like, oh.
Even Nate got his guitar back.
Even Nate,
I know.
forgave him.
Haley Jane
Friendship.
Scott.
Love it.
Haley's
James
just
Scott.
surrounded by all these lovely men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her best friend is Lucas, her husband's Nathan. She's even got Chris Keller hanging around. Lucky girl.
Hot
Yeah.
men. I remember when Lucas went to her and was like, you need to come home.
I know.
Right?
Because
Nate's
things
a
are,
mess.
things are not good.
Brooke, Haley and Lucas as a ship, but just friendship,
Friendship.
would be
Lally? No. Hookus?
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 Hookus. Hey, Hookus. Let's go to the hookah bar.
That's kind of fun. Hookus.
and hook up.
because you can ship friends.
Hook up at Hookus.
Lucas.
Hookus hooked up.
Speaking of Lucas,
Oh, you
I
got
have
the actual Lucas.
the actual
actual
Lucas
Lucas?
Scott.
Okay.
We have obviously Leighton, Peyton Sawyer, relationship wife, and their first startup was hanging by a moment, and their marriage was in forever and almost always. Details: Lucas fell in love with Peyton the moment he saw her in 8th grade. He was very jealous when she began dating his half-brother and rival Nathan Scott during high school. They did not speak to each other until her car broke down in her junior year and he towed it back to town. The comment. He showed her nothing but kindness and respect and encouraged her dreams. This led to her breaking off her relationship, realizing she deserved better. The attraction to each other continued to grow, and they shared their first kiss and more, but when Lucas made it clear how strongly his feelings were about her, she was uncomfortable and left. We remember that like it was yesterday.
So bad. Oh my gosh.
That was
so
I kind
cringy.
of want to watch that moment.
Me
and
too.
like cry. Yeah.
I remember we were like, really? Never hook up again.
Yeah, it was so awkward.
So good.
By the time she realized her mistake, she admitted she felt the same way when he already was dating Brooke. They could not hold their feelings back, and in a moment of weakness began having an affair behind Brooke's back. Though no sex is involved, they put in parentheses. Peyton ends things out of guilt for betraying Brooke. They become estranged for a time, but they spent time together during the summer, helping each other through problems, and formed a close friendship. That was never a friendship, let's just be real, but whatever. When Peyton was shot during the school shooting, Lucas risked his life to carry her to safety. Nearly dead from blood loss and not thinking clearly, Peyton confessed her love for Lucas and kissed him. They both agreed to pretend it never happened so as not to hurt Brooke, but everything has changed. When Lucas and Brooke's relationship abruptly ended, Peyton was very supportive and helped him move on. Lucas saves Peyton's life again when a guy claiming to be her brother turned out to be her stalker. Psycho Derek.
Yeah.
Peyton was traumatized and he supported her. Peyton finally found the courage to confess her love for him. Remember on the bed? That was on the bed, right? Like her
For the
right
it
on the
wasn't a
stage
show?
or something. They were doing like the play.
Yeah.
Remember that? Oh my god, it all comes back.
Yeah. It's all coming back.
Peyton finally finds the courage to confess her love for him. Lucas was totally caught off guard and left speechless, but spent time examining his feelings for her. At the state championship, he realized that she was the one he wanted to be with, and with Brooke's blessing, they began a proper relationship for the first time, falling madly in love. After school, she moved to LA and pursued a career while he lived with Nathan and Haley to help with Jamie. Remember that? Oh my god. Long distance made things hard, so he paid her a visit and proposed. But she was not ready for marriage and wanted to wait. He took this as a rejection and walked out without saying goodbye. The two would not see each other for 2 years until she suddenly returns to Tree Hill to win him back. It was uncomfortable for him as he was dating his then book editor, Lindsay Strauss. It became increasingly obvious that he was still in love with Peyton, but Lucas was in a deep denial and went to as far as to propose to Lindsay and nearly married her. Though jealous and devastated, Peyton tried to be supportive if that's what he wanted. But Lindsay left him at the altar when she realized that he would always be in love with Peyton. After a difficult struggle to get over this, Lucas realized that she was right and called Peyton, asking her to elope with him at Vegas. Though the wedding didn't happen there, they moved in together. They were overjoyed when Peyton got pregnant, but then she had dangerous, life-threatening conditions and the life of the baby. But they decided in the end to risk it. The two finally got married by the lake where they first spoke. That night, Lucas found her in the pool of her own blood, rushed her to the hospital, but mother and baby were fine.
She went swimming?
The new family later moved away from Tree Hill to start a new life. Wow.
Tell me in the fanfic,
Wow.
folks, where Leighton went.
Where did Leighton go? What state did they live in? Did they have siblings for Sawyer? Do they have a dog? Like, what's happening with them? That would be fun. Give us a
I
Leighton.
could see them with like a golden retriever.
Golden. Same. I think we pegged Lucas as a golden retriever when he was a dog, right?
Should I do Peyton?
Well, she still has
Well,
other
I still
people
have
for
other
Lucas.
peeps.
Well, you don't have to read Brookus.
We did Brookus already.
Yeah, we did Brookus.
Who else do we have here?
We have
Nikki.
Anna, Lindsay, and Nikki.
Nikki?
Licky.
Licky?
Licky.
Licky.
There was a one-night
Or
stand.
Nookus.
After the whole Peyton Brooke love triangle, him and Nikki had that hookup. She's gross. Licky.
She's gross. Yucky,
Anna,
licky.
they had the one kiss.
Banna.
Banna.
No.
Banna.
No,
Lana.
Sorry.
Lana.
Unlike Banna.
Lana Del Rey?
Lana had the kiss at the dare night in the photo booth. And that was really much it. After that, they had just a friendship. And then Rachel also throwing herself at Lucas.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Lucas not giving a shit. And then we
Rookus.
have Lindsay. Lickus. Ugh. They started up before 4 years, 6 months, 2 days. And then they broke up in the 100. And it's his ex-fiance. We don't really have to go into what happened with Lindsay. But there was, they should have just kept their professional relationship. Pretty much.
Yeah, that was a hot mess.
Hot mess.
Lickus
mess.
and Licky.
Licky.
And Lickus.
Lickus.
Leighton. This obviously. OTP.
And OTP.
An
yes.
OTP.
Yep.
Peyton.
Peyton.
We kind of already touched on her relationship with Nate. It sucked.
Yeah.
She just told you everything about Lucas. So I'm just going to skip that. And Jake.
Pake.
Pake was a fan fave. Peyton first showed an
Pake
interest.
was a fan fave,
Yeah. Peyton first showed an interest in Jake when he performed at open mic night at Karen's Cafe. It was clear the interest was mutual. After her brief affair with Lucas ended badly, she and Jake spent a lot of time together. She would babysit Jenny. She was the first person outside his family he trusted to do so. Before things got much further between them, though, Nikki returned and started battling him for custody. Peyton and her dad helped Jake leave town and protect his daughter. Remember he left like on a ship?
Yeah. Like
Literally
Larry
on a
like
ship.
took him under the boat.
Yeah. She told Brooke later that she wasn't totally sure if what she felt for him was real or if she was just rebounding from Lucas. She tried to stay in touch, but he never responded to her emails over the next few months. Peyton battled depression. Lucas got very worried and contacted Jake, asking him to return, knowing he will be very good for her. Jake saves her from the brink of disaster, and they begin living together. Their feelings grow, and they finally enter into a real relationship. But the day after they consummate their relationship, Nikki returns to launch another custody fight. Jake ends up in jail to protect Jenny. It was there they admitted their love for each other. This all put a strain on her, but Lucas and her other friends offered their support. In the end, Nikki got hold.
Hoyd.
I'm like, what the fuck is a Hoyd? Nikki got hold of Jenny and fled. Jake had no choice but to go after her. Peyton wanted to go, but he refused to let her. He urged her to let him go and left, breaking her heart.
Oh, yeah.
Lucas helped her get back on her feet. Of course he did.
Of course.
It was months later that Jake got back in touch, having heard about her being injured in the school shooting. Eventually, Peyton decided she was tired of being alone and paid Jake a visit in Savannah. They soon rekindled their relationship, and she told him about losing Ellie and how lonely she had become. When Jenny calls her mama, Peyton sees a chance at a real family again and decides to stay, proposing to Jake.
Right.
Jake happily accepts, but that night heard her mumble, "I love you, Lucas," in her sleep. After confronting her and learning what happened in the library, he realizes she is in denial about her true feelings because she was terrified of hurting Brooke again. He told her to go home and figure out how she really felt. He promises to be there if she decided Lucas wasn't right for her, but she soon accepted how she really felt and never came back.
She didn't. Oh, poor
Poor Paige.
Poor Paige. We loved that relationship.
We did
Again, they
love
were
Paige.
so young when you think about it. Oh my God, she was a mother at like 17.
Right?
I know.
Crazy.
I really liked
So,
Paige.
Paige
he was such a good guy, Jake.
love Jake. Oh, we need more Jake.
Paige.
Send us your Jake fan fictions.
Right? What's he doing with Jenny?
Right? Pete once.
Oh, that's stupid.
Well, we're doing it. They had an attraction. Peyton first
For a
met
hot
Pete
sec.
when he performed in the concert for Ellie's Cancer Benefits CD, Friends with Benefits. This has a lot of typos. Sparks were obvious, and they spent more time together, but his busy schedule made it very difficult. He was her first love interest since Jake left, and she happily told her friends about it. But no one really believed her stories until he turned up at the retreat where they were all
my
attempting
God.
to move
So
past the
weird.
shooting. They spent a romantic evening together, and Peter later invited her to visit him in Chicago. Her father was tolerant of this at first, after he was helping her get past what happened. But he insisted she should be with a guy who respected and loved her. So in the end, she broke up with Pete, and instead tried to rekindle her romance with Jake.
Wow.
Peyton girl. Julian Baker.
Julian. Oh my God, I loved saying Julian for the longest
No,
time.
Julian was so much fun
It
to
was
say.
so much
know.
fun.
Remember he hated Julian?
Right? Remember Julian was such a dickwad? Julian and Peyton met in LA and started dating after Peyton refused Lucas Scott's proposal, and they I like how they put Lucas Scott's proposal, and they split up. Peyton and Julian eventually moved in together, and Peyton, as Peyton described it, fell in love. Julian soon realized Peyton still had strong feelings for Lucas and ended the relationship, leaving them both devastated. Peyton later hears some untrue rumors about Julian and develops a low opinion of him. So when Julian arrives in Tree Hill with an offer to make Lucas's book into a movie, she was very suspicious. She
Sus.
assumed he was either there for revenge or to win her back. But she hesitated to tell Lucas about their past, fearing how he would react. That always goes well.
Right?
He eventually found out on his own. This caused some tension, but Peyton encouraged him to keep going with the movie despite his distaste for Julian, knowing it was important to him. When Brooke got interested in him, Peyton told her some things about Julian and almost derailed things. But after meeting with Julian's dad, who she was very close to, she found out that her low opinion of Julian was unwarranted. She encouraged Brooke to give him another chance, and he turned out to be the love of her life. Years later, she was supposed to be maid of honor at their wedding, but they could not attend as her daughter was sick.
I'm sick.
I'm sick. Sorry.
Oh,
That's it.
that worked out well, though. Everybody won in there.
Right.
you know.
Exactly.
Everyone ended up where they had to
Right.
be.
And how
Yes.
ironic that Peyton kept stealing Lucas from Brooke, but then Brooke got Julian in the end. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Everyone
they
intertwined.
They just shared men. It's
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
It's awkward.
It's fine.
So we have obviously others that will just read their little ship names. Because
Yeah.
I made names and thought
Show
it was
has-
fun.
Yeah.
Let me get... So I'll do Karen real quick. Our favorite little Karen Rowe.
Love Karen Rowe.
Karen Rowe, she dated Dan, as we all know. Darren. Does that...
Darren
Darren?
Or Can.
Karen?
Can or Darren?
Yeah. Keith. I put Kareth.
Kareth.
What did we call them? Did we just call them Keith and Karen?
Yeah, because it's just how it's always
Yeah.
been Keith and Karen.
Yeah.
Karen and Keith.
I then
Keith and Karen.
KK.
Andy, Candy,
Oh, that's
Candy.
cute. I love it.
and then Larry because they had a little
yeah, they
thing
had a
going
little
on.
Carrie?
Yeah,
Carrie.
yeah.
Larry
Cute.
number 1.
Larry number 1. Yes. So, did you guys?
I have Deb and Skills, Dills.
Dills. Dills.
And Dan, that's a tough one
Dan
because
and
they're
Deb?
both D's.
Yeah.
Den.
Deb and Dan. It would just be just it. There's
That's
no.
it.
That's it. There's no.
It's just Dan.
It's literally Dan or Deb.
Deb.
And then we could do. Well, Keith also had Jules. Cools.
Yep.
Cool.
Mouth actually had a lot on the wiki that I didn't grab the names
Erica
of.
Marsh.
Yep.
He had
America.
Rachel for, sort of. Tia? Who the hell is Tia? Oh, it was just a model. Gigi. We all remember Gigi. Shelly. Remember he loved
Oh, yeah.
Shelly.
With the leather pants.
Yeah. And she changed.
Yep.
Alice Day, his boss. Remember
oh my
that?
God.
Yes. Yep.
Kylie for that one date or so. Miss Lauren for that hot second.
Oh yeah.
And then Millie.
Mouth had a lot
He did.
of ladies.
He did.
Yeah.
The two, Millie's wife. The two started dating following being introduced by Brooke Davis and became a good couple and finally moved in together. Interesting words here. But their relationship has been on and off. They've broken up due to Millie moving to New York and losing her virginity. Oh my God, remember she was a virgin?
To Owen.
To Owen. Mouth flirting
Yeah.
with Gigi and
Forgot.
Millie's drug problem. But despite this, they stayed together through many other problems, moving cities, unemployment, etc., and currently hosting a morning show. Millie is expecting their first child.
Cute.
Oh, I loved Mouth and Millie.
I'll read, we'll give a little Quinny some love.
We should definitely give Quinny some love.
Quinn James, she dated Dan Thompson.
Who's that?
That was
Was that his high school
before Pilot.
boyfriend?
Yes.
yeah.
Freshman year with this guy. Then she had David Fletcher, which we're like, who's that?
Barbecue
And then
Dave.
it's like, it's Barbecue Dave. I'm like, oh.
So
Sorry, Barbecue Dave.
Dave and Quinn would be
Din? Or
Cave. Quave.
Oh, Quave sounds way too similar
Sounds
to
like
something.
queef.
Yeah.
It's making me nauseous.
Yeah.
Quave.
Quave.
Ride that Quave.
Ride that
That
quave.
quave and that crimson quave.
Oh, and then, of course, Quay.
Yeah.
Quay.
With Clay.
Uh,
Yeah.
You don't want to read Quay, Michelle?
No, there's no need. We know.
Well,
what they're in.
Clay had, Quay, but also
You could read
Slay.
Clay. Oh, yeah.
Sarah and Clay.
Sarah, Slay. And then Chase. We got a lot of Chase action. We got Chase and Brooke is Brace. We got Chase and Mia, Chia. Chase and Alex, Chex. And Chase and Tara, Chara.
I wanted to say something to you guys
Yeah.
about Quay.
Okay, here we go.
When I reflect on the finale, I feel really extremely happy for Quay. And I keep picturing the scene of them looking at Logan across the basketball court, in the bleachers, and them just like being truly happy. And that's the scene I keep picturing ever since we watched the finale. I've accepted Quay.
Cute.
I like Quay now. Season 9 Quay. I know we used to in the past when we were really like soft poo 4ing 7, 8. People were like, stop hating on Quay. It's making it hard to listen because you guys hate Quay so much. And we're like, we're entitled to our own opinion and we're critiquing the show and it's really a struggle for us. So I get, people being frustrated with us not liking them because there are fans of Quay out there, or Clin as you guys call them.
They call him Clin.
But
Michelle's
I know,
face.
we never liked Clin, and therefore you guys should have known from the beginning if we weren't going to call them Clin, that we weren't going to like them very much. And we didn't. And now, I have to say, I've grown to accept them on One Tree Hill. End scene.
So you accept them as
I accept
main
them. I accept
cast.
them as main,
I gotta drive that. I gotta
I
put
accept
them.
I accept them as main cast for the portion of the show that they were on.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They're not season 1
I
main
know,
cast.
like they'll never be Nelly. And honestly,
No one will ever be Nelly.
No one will ever be Leighton, and no one will ever be Brilliant, in my opinion. But, Quay, I've accepted you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay? I just wanted to say that because I was thinking of it, and I'm like, people should know that I have had a turnaround. Okay, good night.
Good. I'm glad. I'm happy.
Do we want to go around and obviously state our favorite couples?
Before I do that, I don't think we did Dan's.
Oh, we didn't do Dan's?
So I have
How can we
it
forget our
up.
Danny boy?
I know. I just don't want to go without. So obviously he dated Karen.
Darren, we
Darren,
said.
and had a child.
And Deb did Den. We
That's
couldn't
right.
really...
Carrie.
Carrie.
There was an attraction, the neighbor, on the beach.
Oh,
yes.
very, very briefly. I forgot she even had a name.
Right. Yeah. Then he had a one-night stand with a woman named Patty.
Vaguely remember that.
Daddy.
Daddy.
And then Rachel Gattina, wife.
Right, wifey.
Divorced.
Ex-wife.
Dachel.
Dachel. I kind of like that, Dachel.
Dachel.
Sounds like dates. Dachel.
Yeah. And I think that was...
And
Do you wanna
Skills
read
also
Oh,
had Skevin.
Skevin.
yes,
Bevan.
Skevin.
Skevin and Miss Lauren.
And Miss Lauren was Lauren.
Scorin.
He was scoring.
Scoring with
I
Miss
love
Lauren.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
remember he
good.
thought he had a baby.
Cute. Oh yeah. And then he was like so excited that he didn't.
What's that article you had?
Oh yes. Beep, beep.
I was gonna say it's on Pop Sugar, but that's not from Pop
No,
Sugar.
Hello Giggles.
Hello Giggles. That's
Hello
it.
Giggles had an article, One Tree Hill Moments That Made Us Believe in True Love.
Oh.
So I'll quickly touch on them. They have a Leighton scene, which is You're Always Saving Me during the shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So when she's shot and she's bleeding out. It's You, Peyton, another
That's
Leighton.
iconic.
For one more Leighton one. I'm so terribly in love with you, and I always will be.
That's the scene on the bed that we were talking about.
Season
Their
6,
wedding, no?
episode 23. There have been many, many wedding vows in the history of television, but the
Yeah.
wedding vows between Lucas and heavily pregnant Peyton are some of the most beautifully written and emotional. Seriously, just watch the scene. Nearly every character is weeping by the end of Peyton's vows, and it's so real. Also, it's set to a gorgeous cover of Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Ingrid Michaelson.
Love.
Yep, that's me. I sang that. Nelly, First Kiss. Nathan kisses Haley and Haley kisses him right back.
Yep.
Dare You to Move by Switchfoot
Love
is playing.
that.
It's basically early 2000s WB drama in its purest form. Yeah. Then we have Stay With Me Tonight. Nathan and Haley get back together after Haley spends the beginning of season 3 trying to win him back after having left him to go on tour. Also, shirtless James Lafferty with his wedding ring on a chain around his neck.
Beach. I remember that one. I loved that one.
Second rain kiss.
Yep.
Nathan and Haley don't skimp on their rain kisses. They have at least 5 throughout the series.
Wow.
Guess I'm serious. This was also a great moment because it nicely resolved that whole Nathan was angry at Haley for pursuing her music career thing when he clarified that he was always proud of her when she was on tour. That's when he showed all the clippings and stuff.
All the things he had. Yeah.
And then another Nelly is, you're in the NBA. Nathan tells Haley he's made it into the NBA, and Haley is so ridiculously happy for him that it makes you want to cry a little bit watching it. Because it feels like your husband made it into the NBA.
Totally. Yeah. I remember like welling up a little bit about that.
And then High Hails, and then Say That Again.
Fuck. That was the...
Fuck me up,
right.
fam.
We struggled. That.
They wrote, sure, the later seasons of One Tree Hill weren't as consistently great as the earlier ones.
Soft poo force.
Yeah, but you could always count on Nelly to pull out all the stops for an epic romantic moments. This reunion after Nathan was abducted is one of those moments.
Totally.
They have Brookus ones.
Brookus.
Gonna skip those, sorry.
How about OTPs?
Oh, and that's it. They don't have Brilliant on
What?
there?
No, Brilliant.
I put Brookus over Brilliant.
How do they not have
That's weird.
Brilliant?
Yeah.
Brilliant says so many beautiful things to Brooke
maybe-
all the time.
Oh no, I was about to say maybe this was early, but no, because they had season 9.
9, yeah.
Fuck that.
This was
Fuck
clearly
you,
a
Hello
Brookus
Giggles.
fan that wrote
Jesus.
this. But
It's
yeah,
fine.
Brilliant had plenty of moments.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Julian said so many
I
beautiful,
could have
sweet
sworn I saw
things.
Brilliant on there. That's so weird. Weird. Whatever. We know we love Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant's my favorite.
That's your favorite.
So that's
Yeah.
your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Mine's Nelly.
And yours is Leighton. So we got it.
Oh.
It's hard because I appreciate Nelly.
Michelle shook her head, just for those that are wondering
I
why
think
we went,
we talked about this though, but Nelly, they're
it's a given.
literally a given.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
I guess
hard
I'll go
not to
Leighton
pick
then.
Nelly, but like one my favorite storylines and couples all around, I pick Brilliant. And you picked Naily.
Naily.
Leighton.
I guess I enjoyed watching Leighton the most.
Yeah.
Even though I love Nellie.
Yeah, I love Naily
And
too.
I love Brulian too.
Right, I love Leighton.
I
and
love
Naily,
all of
we
them.
love all of them.
But I remember the beginning was Leighton, and that was so exciting for
Yeah.
this
Right.
series.
It
and
was.
I remember rooting for them the most. So I think that's why I will go with Leighton.
I like that. It's valid.
too.
But love for all.
Love
Love
for
for
all.
everybody.
Even
We love
Quay.
even Quay. I
Quay.
love all
Honorable mention.
What in a fantasy world ship you would like to have seen?
Honestly, like, even though Brooke and Nate did hook up, I think they would have been a pretty funny like couple. Like as they got older.
I would
Not
have.
that I wanted it, but that would have been kind of a funny
Right.
pairing.
I would have liked Rachel and Skills.
Ooh.
I think that would have been spicy.
For the longest time, I honestly thought that Mouth and Brooke did date. I remember like thinking that as a
In
weird
your head?
in my head. So I feel like that would have been a good pair. Like he could have changed her early on in high school, maybe, and then
Yeah.
she makes
Let's
him
pair
pursue his goal.
Let's pair Haley and Julian.
Oh,
Let's just throw that together.
It's so weird. It's
I
like-
know. Or
weird,
That is weird.
it is weird when you
right?
You know?
I feel
Or
like
Haley and Jake.
oh,
See, that would have been sweet because they were both so sweet
yeah,
before Nate came
or
along.
anyone just
Yeah.
with Jake because Jake's the cutest.
Yeah.
Jake.
I'm just thinking of random Clay and Haley,
Ooh,
That would have
Clay and Brooke,
no.
Quinn
I
and
can't-
Nathan,
Oh, I can't think of them with
Quinn and
anyone
Julian.
else.
I know,
Right, because they're
But I'm
so
just,
awkward.
I'm just
yeah.
pairing.
Oh, I can't even picture like Quinn
It's
and
funny.
Dave together.
It's funny because you can't picture Haley with anyone else because Haley's been with Nathan since the beginning.
right.
She's never had, besides that quick moment with Chris, Haley's, that's it,
She's had one.
It would be
dude.
funny if they had Quinn and Chris Keller.
right?
Or anyone with Chris Keller.
Aw.
Technically, he did kiss Haley and hooked up.
I think
hooked up
yeah,
with
not
Brooke.
Alex.
Alex.
Alex
Yeah,
and Chris
Alex
Keller
would have been funny.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah, that would have been a
Yeah.
good one.
Or Mia
Mia.
with Chris.
Mia.
Yeah, they never met Michelle. After all that.
I really,
After all that.
it's really
After all
passionate about that.
They just met through the show and they decided
Yeah.
that they're touring together, which is
Yeah,
great.
how did that
We've
happen?
seen them perform together.
I
We
know.
did. And so Michelle couldn't picture if they met each other
Yeah.
on the show. So,
That's why I couldn't wrap my head around it.
Right.
yeah,
This didn't make sense to me. But
I know.
That's okay.
We,
If
had,
someone,
we had to let it go.
if someone out there knows the story, let
Yeah.
us know.
Origin story.
Chris, give us a call.
Yeah. Tyler.
Tyler.
Chris Kelly.
Chris Keller forever and always.
Tyler or Tyler Hilton.
Or Tyler
Whoever.
Hilton. Whoever you are.
Either one.
That's it?
That's it, guys.
That's all we got.
No.
Our first bonus
me trying to do a
episode
noise.
after watching the whole show.
Right.
The entirety.
Please send us your bonus episode ideas. We want to keep this going. So whatever you want to hear from us, let us know. You can email us treehilltalk@gmail.com or contact us on all our social media. It's at Tree Hill Talk. Find us. Let us know what you want to hear from us. We love you. Bye.
Wow. Okay, sure.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.